Hi. So in this video, I'm going to show you a real life example demonstration slash training, how to do ACX, which is a platform owned by Amazon. It's kind of like the audiobook department for Amazon where you can post. So this is how it is. First step, publish your ebook on KDP. Okay. If you're going to do the self-publishing route. Okay. Now, if you want to write your own book, good to go. If you want to work with my publishing brand, that's an opportunity to become a published author without all the details of publishing. Okay. Um, and you get there's details you can learn more. Okay. But first step, you need to have a book on KDP. Okay, as an ebook minimum, I recommend ebook. It's easier to use an ebook first and foremost. Okay, it's easier to publish an ebook than a paperback or hardback, because paperback and hardback, it has some extra details, right? With the cover, it's a little bit harder. With the ISBN, maybe you need to get it, and maybe you don't want it. That's fine, but you got to think on that. Anyways, you have an ebook on KDP first, okay? Whether you write your own or you hire a writer, okay? There's you can hire a writer the way I do it, but most people don't. I think everyone can do it. Post up a job on Upwork, s- describe what you want and what you're looking for in a writer, okay? You want experience, express it in the cover in your and if you're not sure about topic, you can even ask the cover letter question answers like what I do, okay, for my publishing brand, okay, and that's how I do it, okay. And I asked the writer, what's your number one passion slash knowledge slash real life experience slash expertise? You could describe it whatever way you want, and then you go from there. And if you find the topic is interesting, not only interesting, but it is a definite topic. How do I test that? I don't do crazy keyword research. I want to be honest with you. You can if you want to, but I just don't right now. I may. I probably should to optimize even more, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I just like I said before. I usually like to go for the person more than just the topic. Meaning the cover letter answers. I'm looking for detail, elaborate passion and knowledge and a story and a connection and an identity with the topic. Um, that type of person. And they openly are willing to share their story and be elaborate and not be shy about it, still be humble, but not, you know, share their story. Because if they're open to share the true story, and if they do have a story, that's what I'm looking for. um because most of the people who do have the knowledge, experience in that topic have a story with that topic, connection with that topic. They can go into many years of story, like, oh, I used to do this since I was 5 years old. I have 20 plus years of experience in this specific topic or whatever. Okay. So, first step, you need to hire a writer, or whatever. You need to publish a book on KDP. Then, second step, you go to this thing called Add Your Title, and you're gonna click on it, and you're gonna add your title, and you're gonna search for your book here. Okay. You can use searching for what they call the BSIN number. It's gonna come with your name, but you can search for what they call a BSIN number, which is an identification number for um for um for the book. Okay. Or you can search by the ISBN number, or you can search for BSIN number, or you can just type in the title. Okay. I like to go search for the BSIN number, which is on the URL, because I like to go pick the Kindle version. Okay. It's not an important reason, but the reason for me is because Kindle, you can change the subtitle if you want. Paperbacks and hardbacks, you cannot change the subtitle. I correct that correction. You can if it's within the first week, and you can request and contact Amazon via help. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you got to be quick about it. But usually you cannot change the subtitle for paperback, hardback, unless it's a Kindle. That's why I like to choose the Kindle version here. And then you post a job, and you may hopefully get auditions. Okay. Maybe you won't. Depends on the cover design. These are all important. Okay, because the narrator's wondering if they're working on a project that's going to get some views, hopefully, so they can get more, I guess, better marketing overall. Okay, so let's take a look at new auditions for the day. I know that was a long talk about some stuff, but let's just get to it. 13 auditions. Okay, I'm going to focus on the book projects that I have that have new auditions. Okay, so for right now it's 6. Let's open up the tab. 6, 7, 9, 11, 13. Let me try this. 2, 2. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, that's it. That's all we got. You got 11 auditions, right? No, 13. Okay. Let me refresh this. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, 6, 7. Okay, I'm done. All right.
HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. 101 tips on how to find, buy, collect, and sell collectible toys for toy collectors. By HowExpert with Charlotte Hopkins. If you want to discover how to find, buy, collect, and sell collectible toys, then check out HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. Toys are the one item. HowExpert Guide to Microbiology. 101 tips to
Connor Brannigan for the HowExpert Guide to Microbiology. If you want to learn about the history, applications, research, universities, and careers in microbiology, then check out HowExpert Guide to Microbiology. The HowExpert Guide to Microbiology is a compilation of all the major aspects of microbiology for one to get to know microbiology. 101.
Dr. Michelle Carabash Audition. HowExpert Guide to Microbiology. 101 tips to learn about the history, applications, research, universities, and careers in microbiology. HowExpert with Sari Siddiq. If you want to learn about the history, applications, research, universities, and careers in microbiology, then check out HowExpert Guide to Microbiology. HowExpert Guide to Microbiology.
Expert Guide to Microbiology 101. Tip.
Audition for HowExpert Guide to Microbiology. 101 tips to learn about the history, applications, research, university.
HowExpert Guide to Microbiology. 101 tips to learn about the history, applications, research universities, and careers in microbiology. If you want to learn about the history, applications, research, universities, and careers in microbiology, then check out HowExpert.
If you want to learn about the history, applications, research.
Hello. If you're
Connor Brannigan for the HowExpert Guide to Microbiology.
HowExpert Guide to Microbiology.
HowExpert Guide to Microbiology.
HowExpert Guide to Microbiology.
101 tips.
101 tips
If you want to learn about the history, applications, research,
to learn about the history, applications, research, universities, and careers in microbiology. HowExpert with Sari Siddiq. If you want to learn about the history, applications, research, universities.
Okay. I kind of like the last narrator, but we'll see. I might be patient with it, okay? For this other book, we only have one audition.
HowExpert Guide to Modern Indian Arts is a holistic and one of the first learning projects to draw modern Indian arts. The author emphasizes modern Indian painting. The genre is discussed, assessed, and practiced with robust.
Thank you. Next book. Toys. Two auditions. Next book. Gardening. Two. Other one. Two. Okay. Let's just take a look. Two.
Item that connects us all. They bring us back to our childhood and reconnect us to a simpler time in life. Toys carry some of our favorite memories. Some collectors choose toys that they dreamed of having but never did, until now. Today is the day to reach out and grab that special toy and build a collection all around it. You will find HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. 101 tips on how to find just what you need to do all that in HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. One of the essential aspects of collecting toys is to know their history. This book is chock full of historical dates and facts that all collectors should know.
He sounds like a natural for this topic. Toy collecting. He sounds, good narration, friendly, positive. I may consider. We will see. The next book is obviously it's two. Okay. Two new auditions.
HowExpert Guide to Gardening. 101 tips to learn how to garden.
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Gardening.
Thank you. All right. Anything else? Two more books.
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job. 101 plus tips to learn how to get your dream six-figure job through effective interviewing, networking, resume building, and more. If you want to discover how to land a six-figure job, learn how to interview, get your dream job,
I may consider I have a lot of favorites.
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job. 101 plus tips to learn how to get.
I may not have finalized on this particular book because we have so many favorite auditions. Out of 96 auditions, we got it down to 10. Okay, let me listen to them all, and these are only the favorites. Okay. Sometimes I'm being honest with you. This is behind the scenes. You need to hear up to almost 100 people. You favorite down to 10, and then you're gonna hire one. It is sometimes a lot of patience. If you want to find the right one. Sometimes you don't have to be this patient or picky or whatever. Like honestly, you really don't. But I publish so many audiobooks. Now I want to be patient. I don't know how to explain it. Like in the beginning, I just hired everyone, whoever was fast with the auditions. They were good, but I'm looking for like just the best now, if possible. And if we send an offer and they don't want to do it and they change their minds, no worries because we give a 24-hour offer. No worries. We have many other applicants, and most importantly, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be willing to be patient on this because I got so many audiobooks with all with all due respect to everyone, like I don't need another audiobook in a weird way. Like it's not gonna make a huge. I love to publish, but it's not gonna impact so much yet. So if I'm gonna publish an audiobook, may as well be the best narrator, right? We already did what we could with the cover, with the writing. Everything's done. Now the last step. And this is the thing about audiobooks. I'm going to be honest with you. This is how I literally turn my publishing business around from almost going down zero and turning it around because of audiobooks. Let me tell you the story real quick before I get into this and see if we hire a narrator. We may not, okay? But just let me tell you the importance of audiobooks while we're at it, since we're doing an audiobook demonstration by ACX. When I got first started with publishing, I think I published like 100 ebooks that were like 5,000 to 10,000 words. Very short. I don't recommend it anymore. Okay. Then the next 100 books became 20,000 words, right? And the next 100 books became around 25,000. And now we published about 350 of those. Now we're publishing 30,000 word books, okay? And if I had to start all over again, I would start from 30,000 words. Why? Because it's a 3-hour audiobook. At the 3-hour limit, the price changes from $6.95 to $14.95 or something like that, okay? But anyhow, when I first got started, I had 100 books that were kind of like low quality, okay? They weren't like really well written. However, one thing I did was, you know, you know, I hired people to write about their genuine, authentic experience, okay, passion and knowledge, because it just was a lot easier for me to do it that way, to be honest with you. And I figured out a way to give them an opportunity to become a published author for my brand, a co-author along with my brand, so people could search for all our books on Amazon, for example. Okay, that's why our brand has to be an author as well, primary. And plus, it takes a team effort behind the scenes with our brand, like myself and everyone finding the topic, giving the instructions, the guidelines, the structure, how to write the book, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so it's not just, it's a team effort, right? Anyways, when I got started, they weren't the best books, even though I tried, okay, and it was a part-time business while I was doing other stuff online. Anyhow, here's my point. The books were low quality, low reviews on Amazon, and it was totally understandable. And I had to learn through the learning curve like everyone else does. No judgment to anybody doing their thing, right? And getting low quality. Who cares? That's part of the process of success is failure, they say. Failure is actually a requirement to success, right? And you have to go through the that fire, you can say, right? Through the falls and get back up. Anyhow, the way I turn my business around, and this is for any author, any publisher at any level, was that I discovered ACX.com. Okay, that was 2016, long time ago, when my business was going down the drain at the time, right? Almost like barely making $1,000 a month. But I discovered ACX. I had 0 audiobooks, but I had about 300 ebooks, 200 ebooks or whatnot, and 100 fiction, 300 total or whatnot. Maybe more. Anyways, I discovered ACX and I started hiring narrators. Okay, I started hiring narrators, like just left and right, left and right. I did my best to hire the best narrator as possible. I wasn't as picky as I'm now. I'm patient, but I was willing to hire narrators. And guess what? The narrator's quality voice was so great that it elevated my book reviews on ACX. I'm saying, here's the thing. The perception of value of the product of the book was raised naturally for all of my books. When I went to audible.com and saw the reviews, they were higher than the reviews on Amazon KDP and paperback sales. People actually like the audio just by hiring an excellent, incredible narrator with an excellent microphone. You could potentially raise the rating of your book from maybe potentially like 3 stars to 4 stars, from 4 stars to 5 stars. Okay, maybe potentially 3 to 5. You'll notice. Okay, some books. Okay, that's just great branding. That's how to resurrect your books if they're dead, right? That's one last way to do it. So that's why I'm very patient with the narrators, especially after having published so many audiobooks. And you want to know the truth, I published 532 projects, meaning 500 over 500 audiobooks, and including my nonfiction, which is my main focus, and short stories is 100 short stories. They weren't full books, but still a lot of audiobooks, right? Some I've noticed been taken down for whatever reason. I think I don't know. I think Amazon sometimes does it. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Because technically, when I search, I have only like about 300 altogether, like maybe 450. I don't know. We'll see. So, having said that, I'm going to listen to the auditions right now, real quick, okay? So, let me take a look at the favorites of these. So, this particular book, okay? This is How Expert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job. Let's take a listen.
Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job. 101 plus tips to learn how to get your dream.
And I'm going to be very fast about it, okay? For time purposes.
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job.
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job.
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job. 100. If you want to learn how to plan your fictional world, develop character.
If you want to discover how to land a six-figure job, learn how to interview, get your dream.
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job.
If you want to discover how to land a six-figure job, learn how to
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job.
HowExpert Guide to Getting a Six-Figure Job.
Okay, so I listened to all the favorites right now. I'm gonna be patient even more for this, okay? I'm just still gonna wait for right now, okay? This is gardening. I think we'll take a listen.
Improve your gardening skills.
101 tips.
Okay, let me take a look at the favorites for this particular book.
HowExpert Guide to Gardening.
Again, there were a total of 53 auditions and 5, so I'm favoriting about 10%, I guess. Who knows?
101 tips to learn how to garden.
HowExpert Guide to Gardening. 101 tips to learn how to...
Oh my goodness.
HowExpert Guide to Gardening. 101 tips to learn how to...
HowExpert Guide to Gardening. 101.
This is Davey Lyons' audition for HowExpert
garden, improve your gardening skills, and become a better gardener. HowExpert with Emma Grace. If you want to learn how to garden, improve your gardening skills, and
Okay, I will keep listening. Hold on. Let me take a look at these.
Including information on identifying
The favorites.
toys.
Let's listen
and
to
their
the favorites. Total of 48 auditions and 8 favorites. Okay, one.
HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. 101 tips.
HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. 101 tips.
HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. 101 tips on how to find...
HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. 101 tips on how to find, buy, collect, and sell collectible toys for toy collectors. By HowExpert.
If you want to discover how to find, buy, collect, and
HowExpert Guide to...
If you want to discover how to find, buy, collect, and sell collectible toys, then check out HowExpert Guide to Toy Collect.
HowExpert Guide to Toy Collect.
Hold on one more second.
With Charlotte Hopkins.
Buy, collect, and sell.
on how to find, buy, collect, and sell collectible toys for toy collectors.
Collectible toys for toy collectors. By HowExpert with Charlotte Hopkins. If you want to discover how to find,
buy, collect, and sell collectible toys for toy collectors. By HowExpert with Charlotte Hopkins. If you want to discover how to find, buy, collect, and sell collectible toys, then check out HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. Toys are the one item that connects us all. They bring us back to our childhood and reconnect us to a simpler time in life. Toys carry some of our
I like his audition. I like his style, and it sounds natural.
Memories. Some collectors choose toys that they dreamed of having but never did, until now. Today is the day to reach out and grab that special toy and build a collection all around it. You will find just what you need to do all that in HowExpert Guide to Toy Collecting. One of the essential aspects of collecting toys is to know their history. This book is chock full of historical dates and facts that all collectors should know, including information on identifying toys
Here's the
and their
thing.
manufacturer. In addition,
If you like the narrator, they're actually, and you can send them a message. Hey, can you do another book actually instead? Maybe if you want to, but sometimes the narrators purposely audition for topics that they want to do. So, and for speed purposes, sometimes I don't like to ask them. If they audition for this book, okay, let's just go with that book. But sometimes, sometimes I ask them for a specific book. Okay, if I think I will, their voice fits better for another topic. But for this narrator, for the topic and niche for toy collecting, I just feel like he's a good voice for this. He just sounds natural. I like the quality of the microphone first and foremost, and number two, his style. Okay, just it's pleasing to hear. That's all I'm gonna say. In copywriting, in sales letter writing, they say it's easy on the eyes physically, right? I would say the same thing with the audiobooks. It's pleasing to the ear. Something about their voice, right? Ideally, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna be honest with you. My voice is not perfect. Okay, I'm not a narrator, but you know what I mean. But you want to find the best one from all the auditions. You need to listen quickly. You don't have to listen to a whole minute. Honestly, you saw my pace. I listened to 1 second for each for everyone in the beginning, because you can instantly judge the quality of the microphone and the voice instantly in 1 to 2 to 3 to maybe 5 seconds, and longer if you want to. You're interested, listen longer. Okay, just to make sure. Okay, this is legit. Okay, this is good. And if you find a narrator you like, you you're interested in, there's gonna be a button called Make Offer. Okay, so this particular book is How Expert Guide to Toy Collecting, and the narrator was N.W. Edwards. Okay, so thank you, N.W. Okay, now we're gonna click on Make Offer, just as a real life example training here. Okay, we're gonna go right here. Just want to double check this was the person.
Sources and tips on how to find collectible toys, both old and new, along with the safest ways to clean.
Great. Fantastic. Okay, so now what we're going to do, make an offer. Just scroll from the top to the bottom, okay? Make an offer. Double check is the correct narrator. Double check from the number 1, it is the correct book. Number 2, how would you like to distribute your audiobook? Exclusive 40% royalty, but you can only sell on ACX using Amazon to Amazon, Audible, iTunes. I mean, that's great if you want to do it that way. I like to do it non-exclusive. You can switch after 90 days after it's been published too. Okay, so you might have a launch strategy, do exclusive first for 90 days. Okay, then do go request ACX via usually email support. They even have phone support, but email is easier, faster for me. Support at acx.com, and then go to non-exclusive. But to be honest with you, for me, I just go straight non-exclusive. Okay, it's so simple, because my main focus should be on hiring and publishing, hiring more writers, right? I don't have time to launch this strategy. I know some people, and great. That's how I actually hit my book to number 1 on business category during its first month of launch, using the free promotion strategy, KDP Select, stuff like that. But if you want to be a publisher, focus on building, publishing a lot of books, just go non-exclusive, because you can also publish the same audio files afterwards to another platform. The next big platform called Findaway Voices that reaches out to 40 plus stores on audiobook stores out there. Okay. Just make sure to uncheck Audible, Amazon, and iTunes option in Findaway Voices, because you do not want duplicate content. Non-exclusive. Then, will you pay your audiobook producer? You can choose pay for production or royalty share. I always choose pay for production. Just keep it simple. PFH meaning per finished hour. I do $50 per finished hour, and that's the rate I work with probably all my narrators over the years. But in the beginning, it was even cheaper. I'll be honest with you. But you know what? I felt like, well, you got to give this is a good rate minimum. Okay, and almost 90%, I would say 80 to 85%, 90% are cool with it. Okay, if they're not, I maybe have to be patient. Complete 15-minute checkpoint. I usually give them 1 week. So if today's the 25th, I usually give them until next week. Okay, just to move things forward, and complete the audiobook by next month. Okay, next month, end of next month. And the offer will expire in 24 hours. So I like to double check everything. Okay, from the top, boom. Most important thing I look for is non-exclusive, so I can publish it on Findaway Voices later on. Okay, everything's good to go. Click on preview offer. Okay, let's double check here again. Click on send offer next. Okay, you're sending an offer to this narrator for this particular book. So there you go. Real life sending an example training / demonstration of hiring a narrator. Okay, finding, listening to the auditions, favoriting, and coming down to the wire and hiring the final narrator that you want to hire for that particular book, sending an offer. Now, the next step after this will be they accept the offer, okay, and they will be in the in production section. And from there, you just upload the manuscript, which is your ebook. I just upload the PDF file. That's it. You can do a Word file if you want, but I just do PDF for simplicity reasons. And that's it. And the next step, they're going to send you the first 15 minutes of the audio, and you're going to listen to it. If you like it, you approve it. If you don't like it, you can actually cancel it then, okay? Part ways. So just wait for the first 15 minutes. Most of the time, it's good to go. But if the quality of the mic is totally different than the audition for whatever reason, which doesn't happen often time, then you might have to ask, hey, man, we can't do this. We got to cancel. But that doesn't happen often. After you approve 15 minutes, they'll finish the entire audiobook. And then you approve the audiobook if you okay. And then you pay them. 99% is via PayPal. And everything's good to go. And then both have to click confirmation link on each both parties. There's a purple confirmation link saying did you pay, and they freelancers get a button that says did you get payment. They both have to click yes, and then it can go to it goes to ACX support for retail. Okay, they'll take a look at it, and then eventually after it's approved by ACX, it'll go to retail, Amazon, Audible, and iTunes. So that is the process of ACX publishing an audiobook using ACX. Okay, real life example. There's more narratives I may be going into, but right now I just want to show you one example. That's enough for right now. So thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.